Fantasy Life is just around the corner. But maybe you're on the fence if you should consider buying Fantasy Life I. Is it really the cost, and is it just some other cozy life sim? And how does it compare to the amazing 3DS game all them years ago? Well, I've been covering this game for over 2 years now. I've seen a lot of trailers, deep dives, photos, you name it. And today I'm going to convince you why Fantasy Life I is truly going to steal your time away. So we're going to dive deep into the story, the lore, and the biggest improvements so far, and everything new in this slow life RPG. And hey, whether you're a long-time Fantasy Life fan to the series or a brand new fan to the series, feel free to join our community Discord, links down below. We've got a dozen of us who can't wait to play this amazing game, and we have dedicated rooms for online multiplayer and discussions for all things Fantasy Life. And if you want to stay up to date for Fantasy Life news, consider subscribing to my channel as I only cover Fantasy Life topics. Let's be real, Fantasy Life on the 3DS was an absolute banger. It was charming, addictive, and I loved every second of it. But how does it compare to Fantasy Life I? Is it really a sequel? Well, I'm here to tell you yes and no. It does live in the world of Reveria, but they're on an island, hence the name Fantasy Life I. So yeah, we are on a different continent, and it does seem like none of the areas from the 3DS game have returned, only our beloved characters. You've got all that core stuff that made the 3DS version, which is great, like the memorable characters and engaging story, tons of exploring, crafting, leveling up, and that grindy but addictive slow life gameplay is still here. But Fantasy Life I also goes deeper, literally. There's time travel, ancient ruins, and even characters from the 3DS game returning in a weird but kinda beautiful way as they come back as Strangelings, creatures that seem to hold the spirits of the character in precious objects that mean a lot to them. And yes, our girl Euelia is returning and confirmed. At the same time, you can tell they brought a lot of quality of life upgrades from Fantasy Life Online. Interface is snappier, animations are smoother and more in-depth, and the open world way bigger and a lot more things to find and explore with a lot less loading times. Now, one thing that's not making a comeback in Fantasy Life I is character stat. Yep, the stats from the 3DS game are gone and replaced by an exciting skill tree board. I find this change to be far superior to traditional stats. As a paladin main, I always struggled with fishing due to stats. So now in Fantasy Life I, stats are pretty much removed. Now it's all based around tool power or gathering power and just flat attack. So every time we level up, we will get a few skill points for that life. I say that life as in Fantasy Life I, we have to level up every life separately. This is a Fantasy Life Online feature. So what's even more exciting than a skill tree board, Goose? Well, us paladin mains over here can now block and use our tension at the same time. Whoa! Crafting in Fantasy Life I has received a fantastic glow up. All the 3DS game features basic button timing mini games that were fun but repetitive. The new mechanics are a game changer. Each crafting life now introduces a unique crafting mechanic, like an alchemist life, which boosts a dramatic spin analog stick feature, and having different actions required when crafting, which makes crafting feel a lot more fast paced and engaging. The Tailor Station has been revamped, eliminating the 2 quick time events from the 3DS version. It retains the core elements while adding exciting improvements, such as allowing your crafting allies to join you for a bonus tool power, feature that is inspired by Fantasy Life Online. Plus, you can even delegate tasks to your allies, having them craft items for you. And that's not all. We now have a in-game built wiki that guides us on resource locations and recommends the necessary tool power for each craft. This is a fantastic quality of life enhancement for all craft enthusiasts. Bonus fact, the farming life was originally planned for the 3DS game, but never actually got released, along with so many other things. I'm glad the old farmer mates petitioned to the king to bring the farmer life past. So yeah, if you love the 3DS game, you're already in good hands. Or just wondering what's actually new this time around, let's talk what's new and improved. What can you do in this game? Well, short answer, a lot. Long answer, almost too much. And I mean that in the best possible way. Fantasy Life I is a mix of RPG, adventuring, town building, and life sim. Kind of like Animal Crossing, Rune Factory, Final Fantasy, hell, even Zelda with this huge open world. And it's like they all went on a group vacation together, while having that charm the Fantasy Life series offers and meeting amazing characters that you bring along with you in your party. You start by picking a life, which is basically your class, but don't worry, you can switch freely between each life whenever you like now. No need to go back to that pesky guild office. So if you want to swing a sword, go for a paladin or mercenary, or perhaps you like sticking back and flinging magic or shooting arrows down on your foes, as the magician and hunter got you covered. Or maybe combat aren't your thing. No worries, you can be a cook, a carpenter, a tailor, a miner, a woodcutter, a fisherman, and we also have 2 new lives, the farmer, who has new farming mechanics, and it seems we'll be able to plant seeds in our farm now as well. And I believe we will even trade our farming resources with Mr. Don, who is a traveling merchant. And the food we get will directly tie with the cooking life, as well as the chef life will provide us with food buffs of various sorts. Or we have the amazing new artist, which is all about crafting that perfect cozy game you desire. Or while you're exploring, what makes Fantasy Life so unique is how all lives are connected and synergized, no matter which class. Want to go chop some trees in the morning, then craft furniture or fight monsters in a dungeon, or go explore this huge open world, go for it. But all while you're doing that, what makes Fantasy Life so unique is how all lives are synergized and connected, no matter which life, a very satisfying way. Let's say you're a mage tearing up in the battlefield, but you keep burning through that SP potions. No problem, grab some materials while you're out being a menace, then swap over to your alchemist life and craft yourself a fresh batch of SP potions. Or maybe you want a new wand. You'll need materials from a woodcutter, maybe some refined goods from the blacksmith, and then switch over to the carpenter to actually make that weapon. It's all connected. The synergy makes experimenting feel super rewarding. Every life feeds into the next, and trying new ones constantly opens up new recipes, skills, and even quests that helps you thrive across the whole game. It's the kind of progression that makes you want to level up every single life and become the true master. Now let's talk about what's new and improved in Fantasy Life I, as this isn't just some HD texture pack for Fantasy Life, it's a full-blown game. And here's the thing, if you really want to have the best looking home ever, the upgrading town system in Fantasy Life I is pulled from every life. Yes, even the Angular, as it seems Lips has returned. The town building has come a long way since Fantasy Life Online, where pretty much the same, but now you're placing full buildings, shaping your island, customizing layouts, and swapping buildings appearances, it seems. And we get this very helpful little robot who will terraform our island for us with rivers, roads, cliffs, pretty much anything we like. I can't wait to see what the community makes. Once your island starts coming together, you don't have to enjoy it alone. Jump into online multiplayer, invite friends to your island, and go on co-op adventures around this open world, finding rare loot, completing these minigame shrines, and you can even trade gear where you can put signatures on the items you craft. Or even gather resources together, as it's not locked to only one person now when gathering. That damn swordfish isn't going to be that hard anymore. As well as there's now these dungeons, which seems we will get these seedling things that we will plant and it'll grow 1,000 years. And it's quite similar to Snack World if you ever experienced that game, where you have these random dungeons and every floor will have a unique task that we'll have to complete. So one will be a farmer one we have to do, then a woodcutter, and then a miner. It's really interesting because each level we go down, we go back 10 or 100 years. So maybe there be some good loot down there as well. Exploring is redefined. The world is bigger, more open, and features a far few loading screens with the exciting verticality. You'll be able to scale cliffs, uncover runes, and hunt for these cute leafies, which I hope aren't as bad as the Kuroks in Zelda. As you explore this huge world, prepare to encounter something truly particular. Strangelings. These quirky little things are more than mere collectibles. They're intertwined with beloved characters from the original Fantasy Life on the 3DS and Fantasy Life Online, sealed away in precious objects that mean a lot to them in some strange way. Once discovered, we bring them back to the goddess shrine and use 100 celestial flowers to restore them to their human forms. Then you can have them in your party. A lot of fan favorite characters from Fantasy Life is making a comeback, confirmed, including Euelia, Layla, Leela, Odin, Mustang, Daemon, and of course, Jake. This man loved pudding so much in Fantasy Life Online, she actually became the pudding. And there's a lot more than that, but this is just a few the name of. Fantasy Life I is taking party gear and equipment to the next level, as your teammates just aren't tagging along anymore like in the 3DS game. Once you have restored Strangelings to their original form, they can be equipped with gear, weapons, and use skills just like you, the main character. This is a feature from Fantasy Life Online. This opens up the world of strategy and customization. You'll want to equip your healer differently than your tanky paladin buddy. Plus, your party members will level up and improve the more you adventure together, as it seems that friendship levels are returning just like in the 3DS game. Now, each Strangeling you bring to your party offers incredible buffs to enhance your fantasy life. For instance, if we bring Glenn or Dragon Slayer for the 3DS fans, he'll provide a party buff, while a crafting character in your party can apply debuffs when gathering. I can't wait to check these out. It doesn't matter if you're a hard-blooded warrior or a cozy gamer that likes the craft, you gotta look good, right? Well, Fantasy Life I brings back an incredible array of clothing styles, outfits, and gear appearances, many of which can be customized purely for style. You can dye your own clothes and swap out armor for stunning vanity slots. That's right, vanity gear is here, so you don't have to settle for a awkward outfit just to achieve the best DPS. Wear whatever you like. And I will admit, it does look like dyeing clothes is making a vibrant comeback, as I've noticed it popping up in a few of these photos. Now, we can even dress up as our favorite characters from the series, including Olivia, Snow-chan, and the Princess Laura, as I've seen these outfits in some of these gameplay videos, complete with matching weapons from Fantasy Life Online as well. And hey, if you're someone who loves to switch up your character's look with new outfits, I've got fantastic news. You can change your appearance anytime you like. As Fantasy Life goes all in on the character creation screen, we've got way more customization options than ever before. New hairstyles, skin tones, facial features, voices, and so. Do you want to step into the shoes of one of your favorite characters in the Fantasy Life series? Go for it. Have you ever dreamed of being Mr. Colonel? Really? What the hell's stopping you from making something truly bizarre? Want to roleplay as Link from Zelda? Absolutely. Ready to let it go and embrace a brand new Fantasy Life? You can do that too. Gosh, even Gordon Ramsay made an appearance in our weekly cosplay series. Check it out in this full playlist down below. So yeah, the character creation screen is deep. Alright, let's talk story, because Fantasy Life I isn't all about chopping trees and paying off that debt. This isn't that game. Actually, a legit plot going on here. Story kind of mixes between Fantasy Life on the 3DS and Fantasy Life Online, but honestly, it more leans to Fantasy Life Online. But that's not a bad thing. We seem to be an apprentice archaeologist under Edward, who has found this ancient dragon fossil that leads us to a mysterious ruined island called Mysteria. As we explore, we meet Ram, the new key character. He tells us the kingdom is in danger of being completely destroyed, and somehow we gain the ability to travel between the past and the future. It is up to us to live a life, build a town, form relationships, and make sure the kingdom doesn't fall apart in the timeline ahead. Mysteriously, while exploring, Edward and the team discovers this tablet that somehow lets us travel with past and the future with this purple door called the Anywhere Door. Yup, it's classic level 5 storyline. Ancient ruins, time traveling, and evil robots. They just can't help themselves, can they? And to be honest, I'm all for it. Alright, that's a wrap on our deep dive into Fantasy Life the girl who steals time. If this game doesn't steal your time away, I don't know what will. From Strangelings to exciting new skills tree, town building, and time travel, the game is compact with so much features like charm, nostalgias, and a quality of life improvements. Let me know in the comments down below if I've given you all the information you need to convert you into a Fantasy Life fan. If this video was helpful, consider subscribing to my channel as I cover all things Fantasy Life. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see every single one of you in this beautiful, family-friendly game.